Ah! Y'all see how we started off? Wild. Welcome to Killing Me Smalls podcast, man. I got somebody very special on today. Remake number two. But I'm going to hit him with this same exact intro as before. Akira, get out of here. This is my Uncle Mark, a.k.a. your mom's favorite bearded black man, a.k.a. Mr. New Jersey, a.k.a. your favorite type energy ever. Uncle Mark, I love you, man. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you, man. I'm glad that we got the opportunity to do this again. I told y'all eventually I'll let you see my pup. If you see her right now, she over here acting up. Come on.
Now all of a sudden you want to kick it.
Go sit. That's facts. Go sit. All right, Uncle Mark. Today, we're addressing y'all with the subject of loyalty. Starting off with loyalty. Can we do this again? Can you pull up the definition of loyalty on your phone for me?
Pulling it up.
The definition of loyalty for me.
Loyalty implies a faithfulness that is steadfast in the face of any temptation to renounce, desert, or betray.
I like that one.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Let's go with that one.
What's your definition of loyalty?
So my definition of loyalty is standing by your team no matter what. Being with your loved ones and sacrificing things even when you don't want to because you have to. That would be my definition.
I like that. I like that a lot. I rock with that. And again, everyone I've had on at this point are people that I'm close with. So there are similar trains of thought here, right? So I agree with everything you said. Mine would have to be the ability to stand by whomever you love despite circumstance, despite turbulence, despite tribulation, and just being consistent with that after the fact. So, I mean, we've been having conversation even before this plenty of times with regards to how loyalty is shown or lack thereof. And this is a heavy subject, so I want to say this to say, I'm not judging nobody. People live life the way they live life. People make their own decisions. Do you? At the end of the day, this is how he moves. This is how I move. This is how we choose to make our decisions with where we give our time or how we feel valued. But this is our own perception of this. So you be the judge of how you perceive loyalty for you and how you deem to show it. But this is what we deem pertinent to our friendships and relationships that we have in our own lives. Is that fair?
It is fair, but I'm petty.
So go ahead.
I am judging you.
Let him have it, Uncle Mark.
I want to let you know, everybody, I am judging you. I'm very judgmental. I'm not perfect, so you can judge me back, and that's fine. And that being said, that's that.
Yep. Because people are going to say, we're OD.
We are.
Some people are going to say, we actually, I agree.
Good.
I agree.
Say it. Say it with your chest.
That's facts.
And feel it. That's fine.
He said, and feel it. That's great. All right, let's talk about this then. So with our definitions of loyalty now at this point, do you feel like that's something that's shown consistently in today's general public?
No.
Why is that?
Because people don't care about one another. People, they don't really want to be loyal. They want to be selfish. They want to care about themselves. And that's not important, worrying about you and what you have going on. Giving you my time and energy because you down. Maybe you're not even down, just because I care about you. I don't want to do it because what am I getting out of it?
Oh, what am I getting out of it?
That's the world today.
Why? Where does that selfishness come from? Where's that culminating?
There's a lot of answers for that.
Give me a couple.
The easiest one is people are just bred that way. Not to get too scriptural, you know, people are bred that way. They're bred to worry about themselves and fix themselves, and I don't know. That one's a tough one. Where it comes from, and it comes from Satan. Raggedy Satan, Beelzebub.
Yo, he did not say Beelzebub. So with that being said, I feel like it's almost bred into culture nowadays to look out for oneself consistently. Like everything you see in the world nowadays is do what's best for you. It's find a way to drown the business next to you. It's if you're uncomfortable in this situation, you need to flaunt your own opinion and your own perspective, and that's it. Well, if I want to genuinely cultivate a real friendship or relationship, correct me if I'm wrong, it's two people, not one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So
Mm-hmm.
how am I supposed to continue to just put myself on a pedestal, my feelings on a pedestal, yet not consider the other individual and then have a successful friendship or relationship? That don't make no sense.
Doesn't make sense.
That so if that's the thought process of the world nowadays or the majority, and I'm only thinking about myself, what reason do I have to display loyalty to you?
Mm. That's a crazy question too.
So, and that's not even something for you to, that's just me talking out loud. But I'm like, like now looking at those things and trying to figure out the foundation of the principle of selfishness nowadays and why it's so prominent.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I'm looking at it. But we'll end that. We'll table that for now. We'll go to this, man. We talked about this before, and I have to let you say this again because this is hilarious to me. We talked about the people that you keep around you, right? And I said before that I feel like I have acquaintances, I have friends, and then I have family.
Mm-hmm.
You said,
I got family.
and tell me what that means to you.
I love you, and I'll be there for you no matter what. I will make the sacrifice. I will make the time and give up the energy to be loyal to you and to be around you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have acquaintances. I have people that I know. And if I know you, I know you. You know, I'll speak to you and keep it moving. But I don't want anything from you, and I'll give you nothing. And it's no disrespect. It's just that.
Yo, he said, "I don't. If you gotta take that, I can.
Nah,
It's
nah.
fine. Okay. I don't want nothing from you, and I'll give you nothing. I like that because you know where you stand.
Mm-hmm.
Period. You know where you stand, and I categorize this stuff for me, and you know this, Uncle Mark, just because I feel like I do have a genuine love for people, and that's shown in my interactions, especially that I feel as if there's no way I could be even decent at my job if I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because all I'm doing is sitting here and analyzing a person, their physical abilities, emotional capabilities, and things like that, and figuring out how I can get the most out of them in a stressful environment.
Mm-hmm.
You know the gym. You go to the gym consistently. You're doing a good job of that. Keep it up, by the way.
You see the
But
see the fake arms?
Oh my goodness! Here he goes.
See the fake arms?
Here he go. Here he
But
go.
go
No,
ahead.
the SpongeBob arms.
Yeah,
But
loyalty.
no.
Put the arms away.
Nah,
No,
get out of
go
here.
ahead,
You
go
know
ahead.
I did this too. You know what? Being petty. Dang, what was I saying?
Nah,
Yeah,
you
got me
off.
laughing. Got me laughing. But all right, tied it back to that. Talking about
Where you work.
where we work. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't feel like I'd be successful in my field if I didn't have that genuine love for people.
Mhm.
Right. So I say this to say I do have acquaintances. So I have people that I care about, I do genuinely care about, but it's on a specific different level or
Mhm.
different terms. Like, okay, cool. We're cool. Decent individual. I enjoy working with you. I enjoy being with you on these occasions. Cool. We're good.
Mhm.
But you not figuring out the confines of me, the deep ends of Alex Smalls. I have friends. And again, you're not figuring out the deepest parts of me, but recreationally, you might see me.
Mhm.
And you already know I don't really do much outside of my normal habits anyways.
Right.
If somebody wanted to smoke me a long time ago, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Because you catch me the same places on a regular basis, it will be real easy for you.
All right.
But I say all that to say, give a little bit more of my time, my energy, favors, cool. My family, that's the down from Fast and Furious type stuff,
Mhm.
right? I know what you bring to the table. I know what you come with, and I don't just mean all the good things. I mean the traumas, the past experiences, what makes you who you are. And y'all know those same things about me, yet you're still here.
Right.
That is real value and love, in my opinion. And that's how you treat everybody that you have around you, which is why I got nothing but the most love and respect for you. You know that. And there are certain things that this man has said to me throughout the years that have resonated with me and still do that he didn't even know that I held the heart, that I told him as I've gotten older. And he's like, man, but this man has set a good example for me in loyalty in so many ways. And again, I appreciate you for that. But getting into that, loyalty and friendships. Let's segue this thing.
Okay.
What does that look like to you?
Again, being loyal as a friend, it's a two-way door, right? So I can't expect more than you have to offer, right? But then I can give you more than I have, which is a wild thing.
That's crazy. That's deep.
And I just really, I want the best for you all the time. I want to be able to listen to you. Sometimes when I don't feel like it. I want to be able to go ahead and pick you up, even though I'm on the other side of town. It might inconvenience because you need me.
Right.
I may want to do something wild. I may call you to do something wild and nothing illegal. Just pull up. And I want you to be there. A friend should be able to do things that won't put them in danger for you. And you should never ask somebody to do something that's going to put them in danger and likewise.
It's true.
And I think people get that confused with loyalty.
Elaborate on that.
So I need you to go do something that can really jeopardize your future, your life, your livelihood. That's my man. Got to do it. No. Your man would never ask you to do something that's going to be out of pocket.
Yep.
I'm never going to put you in a situation where your livelihood, your life, your physical health will be put in jeopardy. Now, that doesn't mean that we're not out and about and somebody tries to run up on us and we defend ourselves.
Right.
That's different.
Right.
I'm talking about actually calling you. Hey, man, I need you to do something that I know is going to be dirty. No.
Agree with that.
That's what I mean by that.
Okay. So what is that, in a sense, blind loyalty that people are expecting? Like, it doesn't matter how this may affect you or your family or your body, physically, emotionally, your mentality, whatever it is, but I need you to do this for me because you should be loyal to me.
That's an unrealistic loyalty.
Yeah.
It's unrealistic. It's unfair. And in return, they wouldn't do it for you. As much as they say they would, they're not. And that's just humanity. Why would I put you in that way and tell you I love you?
Right.
How do you do that?
That's true. I don't feel like this should be something that's even up for discussion. But again, this is all a matter of perspective. But I feel as if some people's pushback would legitimately be, well, this is how you can show me loyalty. You putting yourself in peril, you doing this on a regular basis, you dropping everything all the time to do it. I ask you to do is how I feel like loyalty should be shown to me.
Okay, well, thank you for being selfish and worrying about how you feel and what you want, and not how we as a unit feel. That's what being real loyal, real love is. How does the group collectively feel, and the duo? How do you feel?
Right.
I want to know how you feel about something before we go ahead and make a move. It's not just how I feel and what I want. Maybe sometimes.
Right.
Maybe sometimes it'll be just you. Maybe sometimes it'll be just my wife. But how's it going to affect us?
Right. I love that because one of the things I was thinking about, you're not always going to get it right. So we're not always on our P's and Q's. We're not always 100% emotionally or with physical energy, whatever it may be. So certain times we're going to fall short. But if I know who you are, you know who I am, and we care about the individual, that doesn't mean that I'll sit here and question your loyalty to me as a person or your care for me as a person. Like, for instance, with a dog. If I love my dog, which you know that I've loved all my animals. If I come home and she peed or she pooped on the floor, or she tore something up, whatever it is, I'm not like, crikey, mate. She did this, she doing that. Like, she don't love me no more. She ain't loyal to me. She don't care. And I'm hot. And she, all of a sudden, she a bad dog.
Yeah.
No, she's just a dog. Being her. But reality, don't nobody get more excited to see me when I walk through that door than her.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That butt always wagging, that tail always going. I know her love is not misplaced.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we're not always going to do things that are going to behoove and benefit the other person to the degree that they should. For instance, I have a homie, man, and I'm going through some stuff and trying to reroute my thinking in certain things. And we were talking amidst ourselves, small group setting, and I said something, da da da, and he caught it. He's like, oh man, like, dang, and he was chill about it. And I apologized initially because I heard it after I said it, and I was like, dang, that was with a little bit more venom and vigor than, like there was something behind that, and I didn't necessarily know where it was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat on it, I prayed about it, and I went back to him next day, but face to face, how we do. And I said, yo, I'm sorry, bro. I said that wasn't meant for you in that way. I don't even know if you took it that way. You may not have, but either way, I know that wasn't me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, but I have been battling with something internally, and I didn't realize how it was affecting me, and I was trying to go about it and correct it this way, but that sort of energy should never be transferred to you, and that's on me.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. He was like, thank you. I actually did take it that way, but A, B, and C, and this is that. There's no question in his mind that I still value him and care about him as a person, that I'd be loyal to him as a person, that if he needed something, I'd still be there for him.
Mm-hmm.
But if I give precedence to the individual, I genuinely care about you. It's no longer about me and what I get out of the friendship. It's what your value means to me and what you bring into my life, and me wanting to show you appreciation for that.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about that? Or how do you feel like that should be shown genuinely in a friendship?
Well, being able to take accountability is a strong quality. So that's a big deal. A lot of people don't do it. You make a mistake and you have just the thought to go ahead and say, hey, I made a mistake. I may have said something that offends you. I may have done something that offended you.
Right.
Can go a long way. Again, it takes that selfishness out of it. You're worried about that other person.
Right.
And so many people are just worried about themselves.
Period, bro. Period.
How it should be shown is exactly that. Stand up and say that you did wrong when you did wrong. See it. Look at yourself sometime. Instead of worrying about how your feelings are being hurt or what you had going on. It's okay. And just the way you do it in person, that really shows somebody how much you care. Not a text message.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, bro. Bruh, I messed up.
Yo, I hate that joke.
No. It means so much more, and it shows how much you care for somebody to sit down and be able to talk to them and tell them something. This is, again, a reason why I don't have acquaintances.
Hey, but to your point, a lot of people weren't raised like that. So that's why I say perspectives are different, because maybe their grandparents or their parents or the people they was around never had those sorts of conversations. They never were held accountable. They got so used to not apologizing and letting things roll off their shoulders. And for some people, they genuinely believe that the ability to not communicate those things means they're strong. And to me, that's the furthest thing from strength.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, you are gaining strength from the fact that you're avoiding the difficult conversation, and you think because you're choosing not to have it means that you're resilient, means that you're powerful. Nah, the power will come in you having the conversation, and you coming out like, yeah, this hurt, but now me and the friendship that I got with my homie, my girl, whomever it is like this now.
Right.
Dog, you avoiding it or you letting it go, it ain't strength.
Right.
Period. But that's all some people know.
I take offense to that's all you know. That's all everybody only knows what they know. But when are you going to keep and try to learn more? I don't want to hear that. This is how I was raised. Okay, but now you're 40 years old. Now you're 60 years old. You're doing the same thing, and it's how you were raised. Your parents been dead.
Mm.
You about to die. You still gonna do the same thing? I'm tired of hearing how you're raised and who you're around. You want to be a better person. Look into being a better person. Find ways to cultivate being loyal,
Right.
being truthful, being loving.
Oof.
You can find out how to do these things.
Talk to him. Right.
And it's no excuse to just be a selfish person. And I hold myself to a different level than the next person.
That is true.
Just because you're a dishonest, disloyal, unloving person doesn't mean that I'm going to be that way. Even to the person that I probably shouldn't be. But if I tell you I love you and I'm be loyal to you, I am. You can be a scumbag all you want. Now you may not stay in my circle and stay loved like that, but for the time being, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the kind of person I am.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I got nothing but love for everything you said, and I agree. My thing is this, and this is why I say people will say that we're OD because we are asking a lot. But for me, the reality is there's a reason why our relationships are what they are.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why we don't question each other's loyalty and love for one another. There's a reason why the relationships, the friendships that we've cultivated continue to grow because that's what it's based off of. The reality is the perception of the deep friendship and relationship that some people may have garnered is completely surface looking to us because of what we were able to develop and cultivate through how we do it. So it's like, okay, yeah, what we're asking may be a lot for you, but what you deem a true relationship and friendship is surface to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, dog, you haven't even cracked the code just yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still shooting on a Nerf hoop. You ain't stepped on the court yet, dog. So, like, you about to say something. I don't want to cut you off.
I'm just listening. I'm listening.
I want to say this, though, because I want to pay respect to some people. It's so interesting with the people I've met throughout the years and situations I've found myself in. Loyalty can come from the most unexpected places, right? For example, there's a woman I met at work. She knows her nickname. Shout out to my friend. That's her nickname. She knows who she is. She came in one day, and I started off at Burn Boot Camp, right? And I'm there, and that was the biggest segue into my group training career, right? And I've been there for a couple months. It was the 5 a.m. camp, so it's early. It's dark outside. She comes to the door. I meet her at the door. I'm greeting her. It's 5 8. You know, I'm hyped, got energy. So, hey, how you doing? Da, da, da. She comes in. She looks at me. She said, hi, my name is so and such. She said, I'm here because I prefer an energetic male trainer. She said, where I was, did not provide that. I felt like they were very cliquish. She said, I'm here because I've heard some things about you. I saw you on the schedule and I figured I'd check you out. If your camp does not suffice and if I feel like it's not good, I won't be back.
Fair enough.
I said, well, nice to meet you too. Come on in. She gave me a smirk. She walked in. I was me. Bro, she has literally been by my side in terms of checking in, A, B, and C. And I've been gone from Burn for a couple of years now. And to this day, I continue, like I work with her daughter. Her and her daughter, amazing individuals, dude. They have been there for me in so many regards, just checking in, just catching up. Bro, I've gotten more from them than a multitude of people I come across in life.
Sure.
There's another person I met at work. I was there again, Burn. I'm there. Cool woman, moves very much like you. Okay. But she ain't gonna give out everything from the initial race. Like, nah, bro. Like, I'm gonna figure out who you are. No matter what type of energy you come with, I don't care who you look like on the surface. Till I figure out you ain't gonna And it's not even like a highfalutin thing. Like I think I'm better than you. It's nah. I'm gonna figure it out for myself, and I'll be the judge of that, bruh. Such a cool individual. Been supportive of my career path, my business, me as an individual, everything. You know how stubborn I am. When I caught COVID,
like a year and a half ago, whatever it was. She hit me. She said, "Hey, you good? I can see you at work." I said, "Nah, I caught COVID. I'm trying to keep it on low. I'm just staying in." She didn't say anything. Goes to the store, grabs food, grabs meds, grabs all this, knows the apartments I'm in. She said, "Hey, I already know how stubborn you are. I will literally roll around the neighborhood, calling your name, unless you tell me which apartment is yours. I will leave this stuff outside."
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Where are you finding that?
Nowhere. Except for
Except for
the
the
other
people we already
people.
got. But where are you getting that?
Yo, it's funny because I feel like people who are like that are drawn to one another.
What? Talk about it. Talk about it. Go ahead,
That that
please talk about it.
that's the just the energy you put out is what you get from a lot of people. And you know the difference. You can see it. I'm not going to just give you all of this and I'm going to try to find you because I know you. I've been paying attention to you. I've been listening to how you speak, and I know you're going to want to stand up on your own. You have day with COVID. And she said, you know what? I'm going to buy these things instead of asking the question. What can I help you with? You already don't want to help me because you know what you can help me with: medicine, some food, some hydration. And she took it upon herself to go do that and find
Talking about this, I feel like the importance of loyalty is missed so much so in the aspect of I have to genuinely care about you as a person for me to want to display that loyalty to you. But there's something that you said recently that hit me, that if you are to seek loyalty, love from an individual, there's something that you have to cultivate internally and show externally that leads to all of that. And what was that?
Okay. So to me, the foundation to any of those qualities, loyalty, love, is honesty. If you can be honest with yourself, then you can be honest with others. And it doesn't mean that you're perfect. Doesn't mean that you come, I did something wrong, so I'm being honest with you. It's I'm working on myself. I'm trying to better myself. I'm not where I want to be, and this is where I'd like to be. So it's not always just like you tell everything that's on your mind. That's not the honesty that we're talking about.
Right.
We're just talking about knowing where you want to be. If you want to be in the street, listen, I want to be in the street, Alex. You know what I mean? I want to go out here. I like women. I like over drinking. This is what I like. You can choose to be with me or not.
Right.
But I'm being honest with you.
Right.
If I want to be a straight laced guy, I want to hit the gym. I want to have arms like you.
Oh my goodness.
You got him out. So
Yeah.
then I'd show me how to do it. Right. Show me how to get there.
Yeah.
But now I'm over here eating a donut.
Nah, don't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
Yep.
You can't. You have to be honest with yourself and others. I'm not going to come in here and waste your time. If I'm one of your clients and I just came from McDonald's. Work me out now. I need to get like you. No.
Ain't no.
You're not being honest with yourself, right. And I'm not being honest with you because you're going to ask me, well, what's your diet consist of?
Immediately.
And I'm going to say, well, I could eat better, but I eat a lot of protein. I eat healthy fats. I eat a cake every now and then. That's what they're going to tell you. You have clients who lie to you, right?
All the time.
And they lie to themselves. They're wasting their time, your time, and their money is what's being wasted. They see some gains or some losses, whichever way you want to see it, but they're not really getting any real benefit long term from it.
Right.
And that if you take that to life, it's the same thing. How can you be loyal if you're not honest?
That's a good point.
How can you love somebody and really love them and not be honest?
You can't. And to your point, Uncle Mark, I love your explanation. I think that was super clear and to the point. Being honest with yourself and the ability to trust the person and open up enough to have that conversation with your flaws, your weaknesses, your strengths, your traumas, all those things is pertinent to the growth of the relationship, of the friendship. I had a friend And amidst that friendship, I figured out one thing I realized about me is I need to understand that what I'm doing and how I'm moving, the things I'm providing for a person inside of my family circle is appreciated. If I don't know that, or if I feel like my presence is just a simple void or it's not needed, I don't feel like we need to maintain the friendship, or I feel like I'm frustrated because I'm not doing what needs to be done for that individual.
Mm.
So I mentioned to her, I was like, hey, said, I don't feel as if in this friendship I'm appreciated. Here are the reasons why. So I listed them out. Da, 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 da. She was like, oh, okay, bet that. And and I thought I made my points clear, and something happened similar later. And I said, all right, I'm gonna holler at you later. I said, I tried to explain myself. I still feel as A, B, and C. I said, I don't think you understood me. Like, I'm out. A couple of days go by. She hit me up. Hey, so what's up? I said, can we talk? So, that's fine, whatever. Hit me. She's like, no, I'm gonna call you. Bet. Called me. Said, look, I don't think I fully understood what you were telling me.
Mm.
When you removed yourself completely, so I need you to understand that how I grew up and how I was raised and the things I've watched and how I express myself, I've learned to keep a lot of things in-house and compartmentalized. I'm not used to expressing that stuff. But the way that I do view you is talked about amongst my inner circle, my close friends, my family. I do appreciate you and who you are and the things you do in A, B, and C. She said, you just don't know. And you don't hear, and I'm sorry for not expressing that to you directly.
Mm-hmm.
And this was hard for me to have this conversation, but I value your friendship and your presence. And I need you to know that. So however you choose to go about the friendship now is on you, but I need you to get that.
That's fire.
Bro,
That's fire.
loyalty to its finest.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah. To me, honest with myself in that this is what I need if we're going to continue this friendship. Honest with herself in that this ain't what I'm used to. This ain't how I'm grown up. This ain't how I normally move. But I value you, so I'm going to do whatever I can to mend that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Nah, that's fire. That's what that is. And she took that. This is the way I grew up. Out of it.
Bro, it said I got a decision to
I
make.
got a decision to make.
Which I'm
and
okay.
You're worth that. You're worth that.
That's
to me. So yeah, that's what you want.
Bro.
That's all that it boils down to in a nutshell right there.
We're gonna talk about the hard part.
No, right, give it to us.
Then we close it out after that. You tread carefully because you married.
Nah, who cares? Not who cares about the wife.
No, we know what you mean. Loyalty to the relationship.
Loyalty in the relationship.
Oh, what does that look like? Whether you want to say what it looks like for Markel Mason or what you feel like respectful and loyal relationship does look like. Again, we ain't calling nobody out. You do you. You live life the way you go live life. This is our perception and our take on it. You hit us with that.
All right. How loyalty looks in my life and to my wife. I believe loyalty in a relationship is more than just not cheating. It's a little bit deeper. It's more than just listening to one another. It's more than having your back. It's wanting the best for your mate or your significant other, I should say. Loyalty is doing things that you don't want to, from the smallest thing to the big. Not putting yourself in situations that will endanger your relationship. You know, how many times have we heard the story of getting too close to a coworker, and now all of a sudden you're in a situation, or a schoolmate of the opposite sex. Why put yourself in that situation when you are loyal to your mate? You don't even put yourself or your significant other in those situations. You know, I'm just testing the waters to see if I still got it. It's the worst answer ever.
That's terrible.
People do it.
Oh,
Take yourself out of the situation and put your spouse in that situation. The shoes on the other foot.
right,
How do you feel?
right.
In the dating scene, loyalty. Your significant other that you're dating, that you care about, asks of you something that to you may seem like a big deal. But you care about them.
Mm-hmm.
So why not do it? If it's not going to harm you, if it doesn't put you in harm's way,
Mm-hmm.
if it's not something that is so detrimental, why not consider it? Or if you, even if it's so much, ask why.
Right.
If it's a legitimate reason why not take that sacrifice?
What if the reason isn't legitimate to them or they can't see it?
Again, if it's not something that's going to put you in harm's way, there's certain things for your person that you love, that you're in a relationship with, you either suck it up and do it or you step off. And a lot of times that seems like it's not a favor, but it is.
Right.
It becomes a favor.
That's crazy to put it that way. Because if I genuinely care about that individual, whether it's a friendship or let alone a relationship where it's even more impactful, I'm not viewing my sacrifice or what I'm doing to make you feel more comfortable as just a favor and now you owe me one. That's wild that you put it in that perspective. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do you a solid, but next time I'm gonna call the account and remind you when I don't want to do it, I did that for you last time. That's wild.
That's what happens.
There's no way I could move that way. There's a certain level of toxicity in a lot of relationships that people are used to that drives me bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be real with you. I had somebody tell me that their toxic trait was they wanted somebody to fight for them. Right? And I'm cool with somebody wanting to feel valued. Right? I'm cool with that. And I'm cool with you wanting to be reminded in certain respects. When things get tough, I'm willing to fight for you. I'm willing to fight with you. But I ain't going to be the only one fighting. I'm not about to be getting dragoed up like Apollo Creed, like Rocky getting torn up, taking all these blows when I don't even know you're going to be standing outside that ring for me when I'm done.
Right.
There's no way. I'm not putting forth all this effort. I'm not offering up these sacrifices. I'm not doing these things. And you not sitting here and fighting too. Even if I got to be the person to take the first set of blows or to throw the first punch, whatever it is in the sense where we go into war with this so that we can figure out if we can work, cool. But if you feel like because of your circumstances, because of your traumas, because of your past situations, that you got to watch me take my lumps and trying to make you feel comforted and loved, so much so to the point, like, I got to prove myself. What you proving to me? What you proving to me? That you can watch? There's no way.
Well, here's my question, right? When you say I want you to fight for me, who and what are you fighting? Am I fighting you for you?
Such a good point.
Because that's a crazy concept. I gotta fight you to be with you.
That's true.
Then I'm gonna let you go. Enjoy someone else fighting for you.
Oof.
Because a relationship is a struggle,
right.
But it doesn't have to be a fight amongst you and I.
Ooh, man.
And there's no such thing as a perfect relationship.
Yeah, I heard that.
But when you have to start fighting for somebody and they're not putting up any effort and you're still fighting, what are you doing? You're not even looking stupid. You're just exerting energy that can be put elsewhere. And it doesn't have to be another person, just in your workout, in your work life, in your spirituality, whatever else that you could be doing, as opposed to someone who's not appreciating what you're putting forth.
Right.
Fighting for a relationship is someone telling you what you're fighting for and what I need from you. That's not fighting. That's called communicating.
Right.
I can't guess what you want.
Gotta talk about it. That's
We
facts.
have to talk about it. So that's not a toxic trait. It's just an unnecessary one. Take that out. Let's take the fighting out of it.
I like that. I like that. And I'm okay to disagree. I'm okay when we hit certain points where we fall on different sides of the spectrum. It's how do we meet in the middle? And I'm okay with when we hit certain things, it not being handled right immediately.
Mhm.
But your loyalty and your feelings to me and vice versa are shown with how do we respond after that?
Mm-hmm.
You still coming with that same anger and fire every time, or you genuinely looking for a resolution? Am I downing you? Am I attempting to make you feel a certain way and to sit here and come back groveling or things like that just to say now I feel valued? Ain't no way.
No.
If I'm in it just like you're in it, I feel like it's twofold. So for me, what loyalty looks like to me in certain aspects of the relationship is how are you showing that you are trying to get to know the secret man of the heart? How are you getting to know Alex Smalls? Anybody that does a little bit of research or pays attention, you're going to figure out a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
A, this man is immersed in his family, the people he calls family. Take time to get to know and see how I respond and react to them.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I so close? Why do I think the way that I think? Why do I move the way that I move? If you get around those folks, you'll understand exactly what loyalty looks like to me because y'all are the epitome of that.
Mm-hmm.
And two, I'd say the second thing, man, honestly, your ability to listen. Your ability to listen. And no, I say listen and I didn't say act yet. Because I don't think anyone ever gets that right from the beginning. Like so many people are quick to, they hear something and they put it into action, but it never comes into fruition because you haven't fully heard or felt what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's like, okay, you said so and such, I fixed it, I did it once. Cool. But immediately the day after that, you go back to what you was doing, which is in direct opposition to what I felt and what I asked of. Now, when you heard me and you take time to let that sit and marinate, and eventually the action shows, or we have another conversation about it. Hey, is this what you were saying? Is this what you meant? What's your expectation from me? I can't do that. Or maybe I can, or that's going to take some time. That's dope.
That's dumb dope. The question answer right there is the dopest part. That's the heartfelt communication. What do you really mean by that? What else can I do to make this better? Where am I lacking at? These aren't insecure questions. These aren't questions doubting you. These are questions that are getting to the heart of what you want out of me. In a relationship, you need that. And you need to be honest in what you need and what you can give.
Period.
And I think that is a really dope thing that you said. Listening, hearing, more than listening.
Right.
Hearing, applying, question asking. Because you're not going to get everything the first time.
You can't.
You won't get everything the fifth time. But if you keep trying, it helps.
That's the next part I want to address. Effort. Effort, to me, this also can be a barometer for a certain level of loyalty. There's nothing that irritates me more than saying you're going to give something or do something, and then as soon as you attempt or before you genuinely attempt, especially in a relationship, you come back and you say, I can't do that, or I'm not doing that no more. Or no, because A, B, and C, this now I feel like you're trying to take away my thought process or my independence. If you are looking for an ability to maintain your independence, what are you entering a relationship for? Because in order for it to be successful, you have to give up some of that independence because there's a level of codependence for a successful relationship. I'm not going to say for a relationship because I know plenty of them that there's a lot of independence and there are a lot of things that come with it.
Yeah.
But if I ain't holding you accountable to nothing and you're not holding me accountable to nothing, what am I with you for?
Yeah,
What's the point? What you doing for me?
fun.
We're not exclusive, and you're not always.
We're just
If,
having fun. That's what
dude,
everybody says now.
that's
We're having fun.
that ain't
And then somebody catches feelings and somebody gets hurt. It's a whole thing. That's a whole nother story for another day.
bro.
But yeah, the concept is trash. That's a trash concept.
That's wild to me
Mm-hmm.
because if I'm battling to maintain my independence in a relationship, what am I truly there for? You should have stayed
They
single.
don't. They don't go together. I want to do what I want to do in a relationship. What? Huh? Does that you said that? That's what you want to do?
I don't like that I have to consider your
Oh
feelings when I'm
yeah.
doing that.
Okay. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yo,
That's what's up. I appreciate that idea. That they don't go in a relationship category. Don't look
mm,
for a relationship. You're right. Be
mm,
single. Go on about your business
mm,
because you're wasting your time and their time.
period.
But again,
Period.
people like to do what they like to do because they're what?
Selfish.
Selfish.
They're not honest with
They're not
themselves.
honest with themselves.
Honestly, if you are honest with yourself and you know that everything we're saying is contrary to who you are as a person, congratulations. That's dope.
That's
That's
dope.
dope. You will never catch me out recreating with you, but it's all love. It's cool. I'm happy to know that people are honest with themselves enough to show themselves so we know whether we can
Yeah.
jive or not,
Be
whether we're gonna
you.
rock or not. That's all I want.
Be you.
Be
Be you
you. Be
100% of the
you.
time, not some of the time. Always be yourself.
Right.
And you'll live life better that way. If you want to be a scumbag, enjoy be the
Love
best
hustle.
scumbag you can be. If you want to be a loving, honest, rock hard person, be that. And there'll be a ton of people around you who love and respect you. Or maybe not, because people still are selfish. But still just be yourself. Be honest to yourself, love yourself, enjoy yourself. It's not always easy, but do it. You'll come
Facts.
out better in the long run.
I'm gonna make a hot take on what you said. Then we'll wrap this thing out. I'm gonna take a hot take based upon your statement earlier. Right? You only keep family around. I don't think I'll ever meet anybody any more loyal than the people I already have around me.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, and we are far from perfect, so I'm not saying that.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm saying. I think that we have found within the confines of our friendships almost the best balance between loyalty and care and genuine love for each other, that those lines are not crossed. So I feel like if anybody that I found as a friend or a girlfriend later on in life, whatever it may be, if anything, they'd fall right in line. I don't think there's any better.
Mm-hmm.
I genuinely believe that at this point because even the people that I mentioned that I value, they show aspects of that, and that's what I appreciate about them. And you even made the point earlier, like, we attract that sort of energy. But what I found recently, our energy also attracts a bunch of other people because it's not found commonly,
Mm-hmm.
right? So at the same time, they want to pull from it because they want to feel that, but they don't know how to give it or they're not willing to. So they still want us around too.
They're not
They
willing
still want
to.
you around
Is
too.
is the answer?
You said what? Say it
They're
again.
not willing to. Is the
They're not
answer.
willing to. That is the answer. You're right. So to me, I'm like, yo, if you don't move in a similar way as my people do, I keep you over here. Good. We good. Ain't no beef. I don't have the expectation because again, I do believe it's rare. I do believe that the people I've met that have shown me a certain level of loyalty that I didn't deserve,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't know enough about me. They learned more about me. They don't know me as well as you guys know me and you see the ins and outs of me, but they still showed me that. Therefore, they get it back from me. I feel gifted with that. But the reality to me becomes, I bet. I don't think that I'm going to find that in that many individuals. So what I'm looking for is very specific. And that's why I'm so specific with where I give my time and energy outside of regular life occurrences.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all can disagree with me all you want, but the way y'all move and the way my folks move, I don't see it, bro. I stand corrected. I saw it recently once in the past couple years, and due to reasons, just due to other reasons, I just say this: it was rare for me to find people that move like us, and when I did, I felt at home.
That's fire.
It's different. Couple in Florida, bro, dope people, and due to aspects of relationship that no longer exist, I'm they loyal to their person. I'm loyal to my people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in contact with them no more. But dude, some of the dopest people you would ever meet that
That's
reminded
fire.
me of us, and I was like, yo, I'm good. I'm good. And I met a bunch of people when I was down there. Cool people.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to be around them.
Yeah.
I said, that's you dope. You cool. No, you are who I fool with. You remind me of home.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so I'm sure you feel the same way I feel about that with regards to there ain't that many people that show that. But
No.
this is why you move the way you do.
There's not. And I want to clarify something.
Please go ahead.
I love every human being.
Yeah.
Right? I just don't care about it. And there's a difference. There's a difference. I don't want to see anybody hurt, harmed. I want the best for them. I hope they find out how to move properly. But because everybody is not on the same playing field,
Right.
they never will be. So I just want to make that clear.
And you know I know that about you, but I know you personally.
Yes, and everybody else wouldn't know that.
And that's facts. Everything that we've talked about that he's requesting or would want in a friendship, what he gets out of his marriage, what I request out of a relationship, friendship, whatever it may be, is all stuff we already give and are willing to continue to give. And that's the thing. I feel as if a lot of people make requests on a regular basis, yet they're not willing to grant the other person's request.
Absolutely not.
And I'm like, yo, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, hey, this makes me uncomfortable, or I don't like this. And either I don't already move that way, or I wouldn't for you, or I haven't proven that in the things that I have given up already in the midst of friendship, in the midst of relationship. You've showed this is what I'm willing to do for you because I value you.
That's a fact.
There's nothing that you said that you don't already give or not willing to. And I think that is the thing that the audience needs to walk away from at the end of that too. Is like, yo, you can agree with us all you want, but if you don't move like that, you're not willing to, you're not getting nothing out of this.
That's it.
Period.
Move around.
Appreciate you. I ain't deleting this one. Subscribe, fam. Loyalty with my Uncle Mark. Y'all enjoy.